So, any other devices or things in the home, not security related, that are, you know, kind of smart? So appliances come smart today. Do you have any water detection devices to prevent against your house getting flooded? Any of that kind of stuff?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
No, I was just gonna say, it sounds like he's a very busy guy. I wonder if we should just show him the kit and get his
Yeah.
feedback?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. So this, we're trying to do some research on smart technology from a few different perspectives.
Before the kit, Devin, do you think we should just at least do the card exercise or not?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, maybe just a level set on what the.
Yeah, so when he
Okay.
sits the kid, he knows what
Yeah.
we're talking about.
So.
I was just trying to be respectful of time, that's all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's an hour, 15-minute flight to the farm, so don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna put a few sensors on the table and describe what they do to you. And what we'd like to do is just get your reaction to what they are, and if you could identify ones that you would like or not like at the end. But let me just put them all out and then we'll describe them as we go along. And you're probably familiar with at least the motion sensor piece.
Well, what I'm familiar with is because of other companies. Okay.
So,
This is Rain.
Yep.
I can't think of who this is, but this is something we would love to get.
so that's a smart door lock.
Yes, because we can actually control it from wherever
Right.
we're at.
Right. And if you have people coming into your house,
Yes.
you can remotely give
Yes.
them a key to get
Or we can remotely unlock it for them
Yep,
Right.
yep.
to come in.
Okay. So let's start up here too. So this is a temperature sensor. So you can modify or you can identify what the temperature is in your home. You can put it inside an encasement. In this case, it's shown inside a liquor cabinet, so you can
Mhm.
judge if it's too high or too low.
Okay.
The water leak detector, so Kevin talked a little bit about that, or at least gauged your interest. Those are puck-like sensors that you put around areas that you might expect a leak to happen, like a toilet, under a water heater, a sink,
Washing machine.
washing machine.
Well, let's see. We've only leaked once in a basement 8 years ago because all the sewers
Mm-hmm.
were plugged up, and I went out there by myself in the pouring rain because everybody's basement, our basement already had like 3 inches of water in it. And the neighbor next door had over 7 inches. The neighbor next door to him had 10 inches.
Oh boy.
So I go out there, pop the manhole cover off. I take a post hole digger and pull all this crap out, and then all of a sudden water started draining. Everybody's basement went down within like 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
My wife, she comes home, she calls me up, I'm up in Wisconsin. She calls me, she says, Doug, I got all these freaking envelopes from neighbors. He goes, from me getting soaked last night. She goes, I said, I used the post hole digger. I had to improvise.
Yeah.
We live in Chicago. Come on.
So let's move on to
Alright,
some other ones.
okay.
So door and window sensors. So these are sensors. They're magnetic. You can put them on your windows to detect if your window opens and it's not you opening it, or put them on the door and you can detect if a door opens.
There are door sensors on front, back, and basement doors.
Okay.
That
Did
was
it?
from Vivint.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So from Vivint, you had the motion and the doors. Okay.
Yes.
So, all right.
So did you when you pointed out this Ring doorbell, is that something that you think would be something good for your home?
Oh, we would like to have this and this
Yeah.
because the smart door lock, it makes
Right.
it makes perfect sense, especially for us because, like, I have, my neighbor who takes care of the cats, like if we go away
Mhm.
for a few days, he will take care of the cats for us.
Mhm.
And it's like,
Yeah.
being able to, he rings the doorbell, we see his picture pop up, we unlock, unlock the everything in there for him.
Yep. Yeah.
And then when he's done, excuse me.
Hmm?
We should just. It's up to you guys.
Good point. Oh, yeah. Oh, look up the owner. And owning 40% of Target, 40% of price.
Sorry.
No problem.
So real quickly, I just, so the water leak detection, is that something you have a level of interest in, or no?
Not
And then-
really.
Okay, and then the other part of that this is an automatic water shut-off valve, so if you have a leak in your basement, you have a basement?
Yes.
So, yeah, then, then this would automatically shut your water off if you don't, respond to an alert that you get, right? And then this is a smart smoke detector. You have a smoke detector, right? Does that do carbon dioxide?
Smoke and carbon dioxide.
The only thing about this is smart, so the only thing that's gonna do probably is set off an alarm here.
Yes.
But if you were 20 miles away and something was going on, there was a smoke event, that the smart detector would actually alert you, there's something going on at your home, you might wanna have somebody take a look and see if there's a fire brewing in your home. So if there's nobody home here, that smoke detector doesn't really do you much good.
All right, well, my question is, I gotta get down to the bottom line.
Yeah.
What type of money are we looking at, or does it depend on what you actually?
Well, here's the thing, what we're trying to learn from you is, so you take all of this, and some of these are expensive, like that's $100. This Nest thermostat is a programmable thermostat, that's a couple of $100. So what we're trying to figure out is, we have this kind of little prototype of a kit, right? So ultimately, we want to be able to offer a kit to homeowners.
But let them customize it?
Well, yeah, it could, but I think the real thing becomes, how do you make it both affordable and effective, right? So there are some things here, like you say, this doesn't interest you, well, that's great, so we probably wouldn't, include that for somebody like you, where you've already said that these two things are really important, these two things you already have. So ultimately, some of these other things, there's a cost, these are cameras, so would you wanna put cameras other than your doorbell? Would you wanna put a camera
No.
on your back door, so you don't care about having a camera? Okay. So this is a smart light bulb, basically by your phone, you can shut it off and turn it on. If if it turns nighttime, you can say, okay, I wanna put my lights on, or you're just getting home and you wanna enter a house that's all lighted, they'll give you that. This is a smart plug, so anything you plug into this can be programmed, right? So what we've done is we prepared this kit. Now this may not represent something you're interested in, but
It's a prototype.
it's a prototype, exactly. So in here, you look at this would be the way it comes to you. This would be a description of all these devices. And so here, for instance, in front, you have a water device. You're not very interested in that. You put it on the floor, water hits this, it triggers an alarm to you and says something's going on.
Okay.
This is a vibration sensor. So if you had teenagers at home, you had a liquor cabinet, and you didn't want them going in it, you put this inside the liquor cabinet. As soon as they open the door, there's a vibration. It sends a signal to you. Your kids are in the liquor cabinet.
Okay.
This is the motion sensor, which you already have. This is the door connect, window connect that you already have on your doors. And this one is a temperature sensor. So if you didn't have a programmable thermostat, but you really wanted to know if all of a sudden let's say your heater went out and the temperature started dropping from 70 degrees in the home to 55 degrees in the home, it would send you an alert and say, boom, do you know that something's going on in your house? Your furnace is probably out, your pipes are probably gonna freeze if you don't do something. So you know right away, and you can take some action, whether it's you or a neighbor or somebody else, right?
Okay.
All right, So when you look at this kit, how would you, we already know some of the things that you have, some of the things that you're probably not interested in. The vibration sensor, yes, no?
Vibration, it would be nice because, my question would be, not so much for like, a cabinet or something like
Yeah.
that, but,
You could put it for anything that you wanted to, medicine cabinet,
well, what about, for like, windows?
you could.
Window-
This would be better solution because this is
That's
gonna,
gonna
this is
detect
gonna
if it
tell you
opens and-
when it opens or closes.
Okay.
The wind could set this off if you put this
Oh,
on there,
okay,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
A jewelry box that might be.
so overall, does the kit look like something, not necessarily the components?
No.
One,
Yes.
is it something that if this got delivered to you, you'd say, because you agreed to it, you'd find to be interesting for your home?
Yes.
Okay. And, would you, we're basically representing insurance companies who are thinking about putting this in. Would you think that do you have a level of confidence in your insurance company, for instance, that you'd say, yeah, I'd like my insurance company to
We
bring
have
something
state,
like this to
we
me?
have State Farm.
Yeah, State Farm, okay, so.
Trust me.
You're
The
the,
reason,
The
well,
fourth State
here,
Farm person.
yeah, I know.
here's something we can say about State Farm. We had a bad hailstorm 3.5 years ago.
Yeah.
The reason why the outside of the house looks like it does now is State Farm.
Okay.
They came out, did disaster claim relief,